The first drop of monsoon kissed the parched earth of Bansidar-Nagar, bringing with it that unmistakable scent of hope. I stood by my window, book forgotten in my hand, letting those memories wash over me, soft, stubborn, impossible to let go. You know, people say the monsoon is just rain, but for me it's a season that whispers old stories. And every monsoon I remember harsh, not because I want to, but because love like ours doesn't vanish. It just hides, waiting for the right storm. We met years ago at a college fest. Me, an aspiring painter, him, a quiet poet with eyes full of hidden thoughts. We started as friends, sketching our dreams on park benches, laughing over endless chai and sharing poetry that felt like secrets. It felt safe, that gentle unfolding. Then life, as it often does, threw a curveball. My father fell ill and I had to return home, leaving behind more than just my college days. Distance crept in, messages slowed, and soon silence took over. There was no dramatic goodbye, just two hearts too tired to keep reaching out. So when my phone buzzed after a year of quiet, I wasn't expecting it. "I'll be in town tomorrow. Can we meet?" Harsh's message sat on my screen, making my heart skip in that strange way, a mix of hope and ache. The next day, as rain painted the town silver, I found myself walking to the old peepal tree near the temple. That's where we used to talk about everything and nothing. He was there, rain-dampened and a little unsure. We didn't say much at first, just sat under the tree, letting the silence do the talking. Then he took out a notebook, pages worn from waiting. One poem stood out. "If ever I find you again, let it not be with apologies, but with silent understanding that love never truly ends. It just waits." I traced the ink with my fingers, and in that moment I realized we never stopped carrying each other, even in the quiet. We talked, not about the past, but about what we had become. Me teaching art to village kids, him writing stories for a living. When we parted, there was no promise, just a gentle hope, like the calm after rain. Weeks passed. Harsh went back to his city, but every evening a letter arrived, sometimes poetry, sometimes pressed flowers, sometimes his silly stick drawings that made me laugh. And then a painting, me under that tree, reading a letter, the caption, "She still reads me, Lara." That's when I messaged him, "Do you want to come back? And not just in letters this time?" A month later, beneath the same tree, we married in a small, laughter-filled ceremony. Harsh squeezed my hand and whispered, "Even in silence, I'll stay." The monsoon returned that evening, but this time I wasn't watching it alone. Years later, a little girl at my art class asked, "Ma'am, what made you fall in love?" I smiled and said the way he